Here we go. Transition over here. All right, please. I'm having chest pain. All right, this is our Missing 411 segment. One of our listeners, John, has, I believe, a theory on Missing 411. He sent me a bunch of information in... What the hell's going on back there?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I kind of have to because I hear it.
Yeah, hold on. I'll move. Hold on. All right, go on.
Our listener, John, has a theory about Missing 411, and he's here now to kind of give us a whole rundown of what he thinks might be behind this phenomenon. John, take it away.
All right, so this is going to sound a little weird, but what I think is going on is I actually think that it is, well, it's weird, but Neanderthals, all right? Now, from, like, what I've been looking at, I was actually taking the Missing 411 maps and then cave system maps in the U.S., and I was also taking Bigfoot sighting maps, and I was actually putting them together, and they overlap damn near perfectly. And from what I've been thinking about is, how would I put this? Shit. I have
brain
it perfectly
fart
in my head. Yeah, brain fart, now that I'm talking about it. All right,
hit the bong again and come on back. It's fine.
All right. So,
you can take a breath. Are you talking into a tin can, by the way?
No, I'm talking into actual PlayStation 4 mic. If you can't hear me very well, take it off.
Wow, it literally sounds it sounds like you're talking into Edison's first phone or something like that.
It's not that bad.
Alexander Graham Bell.
I don't know if you've got, gangsta money, but the wireless gold headset is really good too. And it plugs right into the laptop and everything else.
Maybe it's just my ears, but John, sorry, go ahead.
All right. So the reason I think that we haven't been able to find Bigfoot or any of these Neanderthals or whatever that I'm thinking is running around actually taking people is because there has been studies showing that they actually intentionally buried their dead, which could be the reason why if someone actually shoots these things, we don't actually find any bodies of them. Also, there has been stuff showing that in the past, humans did actually fight with them, and they have been known to actually take women and rape them and kill and eat people too. So, pandas, how would I put this? Oh, no. Here, go away real quick, buddy. I'm talking to somebody. I'm sorry. All right, so, pandas weren't discovered until like the 1900s, and those things, as I was kind of saying, they're not super intelligent. So if you think that the way I would put it is, if those things can avoid people for so long, if Neanderthals were supposedly in close relation to intelligence as us, I don't see why they couldn't hide out in the woods or avoid us, especially if they have had conflicts with us before. They would be smart enough to avoid us unless we were in either small groups or it was a weaker one of us. Like, how would I put this? I think that they would probably most likely hunt like wolves, which I think would explain why hunters get taken too. Because let's say that you shoot one, right? I think that they might actually like hit you from the sides. Not just that, but there's cases of. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then there's cases of like people being gone up sheer cliffs. Now, supposedly these guys are like way stronger than us. If you look it up, there's no reason to think that they couldn't literally pick up a 180-pound man, 200-pound man, and just fucking walk off with them.
Yeah, just chuck them.
Yeah, just grab your ass and walk off with you. Now, I don't know what they would smell like, but
what?
I was also thinking, because like the tracking dogs, they lose the tracking scent, right? What if their smell is so bad that it throws off the dogs? Or what if, I was thinking this is a long shot, probably not realistic at all, but what if they were to actually take you and and bring your ass up a tree. Like, if they've actually survived for like the last 20,000 years, they said that they've been extinct for about 20,000 years now. But if they're almost as smart as us, right? Who's to say that they couldn't have watched a big cat drag someone up a tree and do the same thing with high altitudes or trees themselves? And actually, that might be why we're losing the tracks of the people on the ground. Because, I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't drag your ass up a tree like a cougar.
All right, wait, I'm going to stop you right here. Are you saying Neanderthals are still around today, and are Neanderthals actually Bigfoot, big feet?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. And I know people will say that, like, well, they're smaller, but you also have to think that if they avoided us for, like, let's say 20,000 years, they may have evolved a little bit and gotten taller. I'm not exactly sure how to explain the size difference, because I know Neanderthals were supposed to be smaller than us. That's the only thing I could possibly come up with. But that's kind of what I'm thinking that it is. And I was... There's one person out there who, I don't know his freaking name, but he did a remodel of Neanderthals and what he thinks that they would actually look like if they were ape-like. And they actually look pretty freaking intimidating. I sent you some pictures of it.
Yeah, I got the pictures. And I'll try to include that in the YouTube clip as well. You've compiled a good bunch of information, and I think it's just as valid as any other theory out there when it's about missing 411. Like you said, there's plenty of the species that have yet to be discovered. Why couldn't there be a pocket of Neanderthals, maybe in each continent, barely surviving, scraping by, but able to abduct humans, feed on humans, and do God knows what with them?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Not just that, but big cats, I was saying in there, have been shown to use infrasound to actually stun prey. Now, think about if big cats were almost as smart as a person and actually started using it as a weapon. I have no proof to show whether or not Neanderthals could actually do that. It's just pure speculation. But if they could, infrasound has been shown to cause visual and auditory hallucinations, and for all we know, they could be using it if, I mean, it is just pure speculation, but if they were, it could be the reason why you see a goat man or a Bigfoot or a dog man, but kind of with the same similarities in body types, because I don't know how much it would affect you depending on the person. And it could also be why you see missing clothes, because let's say you got something around you and it starts making a sound that you can't pick up, right? And it starts messing with your mind to the point where you start taking clothes off and just running in random directions in the woods, because it makes you infrasound will make you act extremely irrationally depending on the person. I'm trying to think of ways that like could explain the weirdness. Also, the dogs will take off, right? And the reason why I'm also thinking about infrasound is because maybe the dogs could actually hear it before the humans do, and that's why the dogs are always fine, because they hear that shit and they just bolt. Like, they're like, no, I'm not having any of this. The same thing can be said with, yeah, like with the animals around, because you know how they always say when like Bigfoot or Dogman or any of that shit comes around, like it goes super quiet, like everything just shuts up. Maybe that's the same reason. Maybe they can hear it, but our ears can't actually pick up that sound. So I was thinking that it might be like that. And I also compared them to chimps in the stuff that I sent you, because chimps have a tendency of being violent towards other chimps. Now, that might sound a little weird, like why would they go together? But if we take Neanderthals and say that they're more ape-like or chimp-like than people, then I was trying to compare it to the chimp territory range. And the chimps have a territory range, from what I found online, about 30 miles to 150 miles. Now, if you take the cave systems, what I was trying to show you is if you take the cave systems and the missing peoples of the missing 401 and you compare it to the territory range of what a chimp would have, they're almost completely identical. And if you take that territory range and put it on like all the cave systems, I didn't do it to every single one that I sent you, but it basically blots out almost the entire middle of the map, just like the missing people. Yeah, so basically what I'm getting at is I think that it's just them just chilling out in the woods still and taking food, like you said, where they can find it. And I think they probably have a territory range of about 150 miles or so. I'm not sure, but if I am right, you probably, could find one. Now, they're supposed to be nocturnal too, and Neanderthals are supposed to be nocturnal. So I think the reason why no one's actually finding these things is because, one, they'll bury their dead. Two, they're only running around at night, unless, I guess, someone would disturb them. Now, the way that I think you could find them is take the actual place with the biggest amount of missing people. Why is this printer going? And then take...
Focus, John. John,
started...
just focus.
Sorry.
Don't worry about the printer.
So then you take the place with the most amount of missing people, most cave systems, and within the territory range of a chimp, and then you go to that place that has the biggest number and go to the cave systems around that place, and I think that would be the best way to catch them off guard, is probably while they're sleeping. But if I'm right, they probably hunt in packs because they were known to take down woolly mammoth and shit like that. So if you did wake them up, they were known to be pretty brutal, and they were known to kill us. So... if, let's say, you did come upon them, they might fuck you up real fast. But I think that'd be the quickest way to find them, is just to take all the data, mash it together, take the cave systems, take the territory range, take the missing people, and go to that specific spot and try to explore the cave systems there. I don't know. I've just been obsessing over this crap.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's really freaking interesting.
We certainly do.
Does it make you angry when we make light of...
Absolutely not. I love the way you guys talk about this stuff, because it's just pure speculation at this point. I have no better idea than anybody else. I mean, it could be aliens. It could be interdimensional shit. I don't know. But what I'm looking at is I'm trying to figure out what it is from a purely like realistic perspective of like something that could actually be running around. You know, like... I mean, sure, aliens could be up there, but is it more realistic that it's aliens coming from a completely different galaxy and taking people? Or is it more realistic that something that has been proven in the past to take, eat, rape people is still running around in the woods unchecked because they're stronger than us, they're faster than us, they're not smarter than us, obviously. Otherwise, they would be on the top and we wouldn't, be living in houses and shit like that. But is it more realistic to have aliens out there taking people, or interdimensional freaking portals opening up, or things that were proven to exist at a certain point is just still out there, still doing what they've done the entire time, but they're just hiding really well because they're only out at night? Besides, who's really going to go that deep into the damn woods and check it out most of the time?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting theory, John. Definitely interesting theory. Do you have anything else that you want to say about what you said so far? Because I think you kind of said it all.
I kind of did. I don't know what else to really say.
That's fine.
I don't know. I just like to hear your guys' speculation on it.
Okay.
Go ahead. I don't care if you make fun of it. Whatever. I just want to hear. All right.
Well, I don't. I'll have to digest this a little bit, and I'm going to dump you off the Skype line because, quite honestly, your microphone is driving like a drill bit into my ears. But that could be because I went to a concert last night. And my ears are a little sensitive right now,
and he's hungover. So I like the theory. I think it's interesting. I like that you're trying to find logical explanations that could map back to science and all that stuff. I think it's as good as any we've been discussing.
Well, we do know that Neanderthals are around, and they're actually in Hollywood. They actually are in commercials for Geico and stuff like that. So they might be kidnapping people. I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, John.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you later. And we will blow him up.
Blow him.
Okay, thank you for your call.
All right, they're
changing so quickly. Mike's gone from blowing up callers to blowing them.
You piece of shit.
Interesting theory. Neanderthals taking people, and they didn't die out after all. Why not? That's pretty cool. Somewhat realistic.
That's what the argument for Loch Ness Monster was, right? It was like a plesiosaur that had somehow made.
You thought you were going to say it was a Neanderthal.
That's a Neanderthal with a costume.
Yes. They built costumes and they go underwater just to prank people.
Shit, we talked about a Bigfoot movie that didn't have any suspense or anything, but I could see this being like a Crichton-esque movie where or something like that, where you have a real scientific explanation to a suspenseful horror type thing. Like Jurassic Park was like this science mystery. You could do like Neanderthals or Bigfoot, but you don't know if it's aliens or what. Missing 411, the movie.
Didn't Michael Crichton do that kind of with the Congo, where it was was that intelligent gorillas? I forget.
Somewhat. They were somewhat kind of intelligent, like gorilla monsters that lived in these ruins. Yeah, that were trained and whatever.
Yeah, I thought that. But overall, I like John's theories, and he sent me enough links. And funny enough, like that map, like the missing 411 map that you can see online, and what he has when it comes to what was it? The sightings of. Let's see here. He has a nice little interesting correlation of Bigfoot sightings and then missing 411 disappearances. So the maps, he's right. They're kind of clustered up pretty close together when you overlay the maps. I don't know if it's coincidence or there's a correlation there. Don't know, but I also do like the theory that Neanderthal and Bigfoot are one in the same. Why not?
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, makes sense. Does make sense to a certain degree.
I guess the only problem we found, well, I guess you could say that they evolved or something. I think the only Neanderthal skeletons we found, I think they've only been like I know we found them in Europe. We might have found them in the Caucasus maybe too, which I think that's technically Europe, but I don't think we found them anywhere else. Could be wrong on that, but I know.
Was that Iceman we found? Was that Iceman that was found in Europe? He was perfectly encapsulated in ice, and he had like tools and like weapons. Was he a Neanderthal or just an ugly human? I don't know.
Could have been a Cro-Magnon man. His name was Otzi. This guy. Well,
Goatsy. That guy?
Oh God.
Otzi. O-umlaut T-Z-I. Otzi.
How do we know that's his name? Did he have a name badge on or something?
Had a name tag. He said, call me Otzi.
He had a driver's license and everything. Oh, weird. But Jeff, does it say how old they think that Iceman was?
Looks like it was a mummy, though.
No.
Found in the Austrian Alps, 3,300 BC. Something like that.
I thought it was older.
I have heard, though, that
that would be a regular.
Go on.
That would be a regular Homo sapien then, though. That's not old enough to be, I don't think, a Neanderthal.
But yeah, but there was like a split, and I think like Neanderthals and hominids, humans, Homo sapiens, they were sort of like competing species before humans became like human.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of won out, but we were like banging back and forth, sort of how like a dog can mate with a wolf.
Yeah, there are a lot of I don't know, is it called interspecies at that point? But there's a lot
kind of interspecies because you're just a branch. It's like how you get ponies, isn't that like a fucking?
You mean mules?
Yeah, whatever they are.
They were banging each other 6 ways from Sunday. That's all I know.
That's it. Like, I need to get me some of that Neanderthal pussy, man.
Yeah.
I want to marry a guy and a babe.
That's right. and a Neanderthal. Okay. I'll do them all.
Right.
All right.
I am the plesiosaur.
Let's move on a little bit here. Here we go.
I'm having
Move on.
pain.
Move on.
Go fuck yourself.
What's that, Joe? You always talk over the transitions.